Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another comic book haul. This one's going to be for my birthday comic books, I guess. Yeah. Recently it was my birthday. I got some money, spent it on comics, for the most part. And yeah, I already did my DVD movie haul for my birthday. A little bit of a different video. I mean, I know I've done movie hauls before, but the way I did that one was a slightly different if you saw it. So, yeah, but now on to the actual comics. Now, before I actually begin, though, I do have a few other books I got during my birthday. They're not particularly comic books, but I'm just pretty fun to show you, I guess. So yeah, first off, I got the films buffs bucket list, 50 movies of the 2000s to see before you die. Chris Stuckman. For those who don't know, I'm a huge fan of Chris Stuckman, his reviews, and thought I should really get it for my birthday. So yay. Um, so there's that, and then I also got another book, Ghost Set of Watchmen by Harper Lee. This is supposed to be, it's not really a sequel. It's supposed to, it's weird. It was marketed as a sequel to To Kill a Mockingbird. It was marketed as a sequel, but as people, I guess, as reviews that came out and whatever, it's more of a first draft of To Kill a Mockingbird. Like, this was the original idea, and then To Kill a Mockingbird is the outcome. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. What happens? I've only read the first few chapters, but already I'm kind of surprised at how much it differs from the original book, and how the changes kind of went. And yeah, and then two other things I just happen to have them. I really don't know where to put them, so I'm like, whatever. Might as well put them in with my comic book collection. Put them in the long boxes. For those who don't know, I was an intern at Area Stage Company. Just gonna go by this really fast. I was ASM, which is Area Stage Assistant Stage Manager. Sorry. For two plays. One of them was A Year with Frog and Toad, and the other one was for Cinderella. So yeah, I documented some of the events or whatever for A Year with Frog and Toad on my second channel. Which is Daniel Mart's acting channel. I would have done the same thing for the Cinderella one, but there wasn't really time for me to document anything, so I couldn't. So yeah, I honestly don't know where to put this, so I'm just gonna put them in the long boxes, but might as well show you guys. And yeah, so that is it. Now finally for the comics. Oh my god, I don't know if I should call this a graphic novel or what the hell to call it. I mean, I guess this isn't actually a comic either, but I don't know. Should it be considered a graphic novel? I have no idea, but it's zombies, an illustration history of the undead. Yeah, it basically shows the history of zombies, their origin, and how what they've become up until now. The Living Dead, some of the first zombie films. You have a whole section on Romero, Zombie Go Multimedia, Back from the Dead. So yeah, pretty good Evil Dead right there. So yeah, pretty good. Astro Zombie, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, Death Lives. Yeah, Dawn of the Dead, the remake, actually pretty good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Zombie Strippers. So yeah, and then zombies in video games. What is this? Overkill, Dead Rising. So yeah, pretty good book for zombies. So that's just regular books I got for my birthday, more or less, or some other stuff I kind of had around, whatever that I just want to show you, etc., etc. Now on to the actual comics. Now, for those who don't know, I guess Warner Brothers has been doing a promotion of some sort, or a cross promotion with Cheerios, I suppose, or like cereal, like Cocoa Puffs, Cheerios, Captain Crunch, or whatever. And we bought 2 cereal boxes, and we managed to find issues 3 and 4. Issues 2 and 3. Sorry, of the Batman v Superman cross promotion. I don't know what to call these. Yeah, these are small little comic books. Haven't read them yet, but pretty fun to show you, I guess, because they are comics. I still have them in the little bag that came in. I kind of fucked up this bag when I was trying to. I cut it open with scissors, and somehow, when I was tearing it off, it just kind of, I don't know what the fuck happened, to be honest. So yeah, I'm hoping to get issues number 1 and 4. I guess. and when in the cereal boxes. So yeah. So next up, I bought Clockwork Angels, or Angles, Clockwork Angels, whatever. Issues 2 through 6. They didn't have number 1. It's a miniseries. They didn't have number 1, which is a shame. But I saw 5 out of 6, so I'm like, whatever. So here's issues 2, 3. Issues 2 and 3 right there. Where's number 4? 4. Let's see if I can back it up a bit. 4, 5, and 6. So yeah, that's Clockwork Angels. I have no idea what it's about. I just saw 5 out of 6. The covers look pretty cool. And yeah, I want to get issue 1 eventually. But when that'll be, I have no idea. So yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool. So 2. So yeah, next up I picked up from by the way, these first few books, aside from the 2 cereal boxes, the first like 20 something books I got from the dollar box. So yeah, we probably won't get to the pull list till like the very end. So yeah. Next up we got, what is this? Unleashed, I guess. Unleashed. I don't know what's this book actually called. I have no idea, to be honest, what this is called. But yeah, it's one of those things with impulse buys. Let's see if I can find the title, because Vandal Unleashed, I guess, I suppose. I have no idea what to call this. Pretty cool cover. Issue number 2. Just saw it. So, Prince Vandal Unleashed over it. So, pretty cool cover. That's why I got it. So, yeah. Next up, Buck Gadot. Zap Gun for Hire number 2. Actually, both of these comics reminded me of underground comics, in a sense. Like, those. I don't know if you guys know, but like in the 80s and 90s, yeah, like you didn't really have independent comic book publishers such as Image or Dynamite or Dark Horse or whatever. Most of the indie books were underground books, and these covers kind of remind me of underground books. So yeah, so that's most of what I got from the covers. Are pretty cool and they're pretty fun to read. Because they're also pretty interesting. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see independent comics from the past 20, 30 years and how they've kind of become now. Speaking of which, as I was saying before, with Dynamite, I picked up issues 1, 2, and 4 of Owl. Why I couldn't find number 3, I'll find number 3 eventually, I guess. Yeah, Dynamite. I'm not gonna lie, Dynamite makes some pretty interesting characters. You have Owl, you have Shadow, you have Zorro, for God's sakes, Phantom, or I believe that's what it's called, or yeah, the Phantom, the guy with the purple spandex or whatever. They make some pretty interesting characters, and I always do like what they come up with. Pretty interesting to read what they come up with. So yeah, that's why I always like picking up Dynamite. So yeah, I'll pick up issue 3 eventually, I suppose, and that fell over there. But yeah. Next up, I got the Dragon Blood and Guts, Savage Dragon. That's why I got it. It's Savage Dragon. I think I picked up 2 of them, or 2 from the series, issues 1 and 3. I need number 2, so yeah, well, I need number 2. So that's Savage Dragon. Why not? Yeah, I know. I'm picking up some weird numbers here. I'm skipping numbers number 1. Or number 3 or number 2 or whatever. I know I'm skipping numbers. I don't know why it just happened this way, but whatever. Next up, actually going on with Savage Dragon, I also picked up issue 3. I believe I have issue 1 already, and I have a few issues of Savage Dragon. And again, similar to like Dynamite, Savage Dragon, I mean, I know it's Image, but Savage Dragon is just one of those characters that's pretty interesting to read no matter where you pick it up. So yeah. Next up, we have The Walking Dead. Dynamite, I guess, mocking The Walking Dead, making fun of The Walking Dead. Issue number 5, so why not? Next up, Neverboy, pretty cool cover, and it's a first issue, so why not? Next up, I picked up, it's a one-shot, Morella and the Murder in the Rue Morgue. It's a one-shot, so why not? Yeah, one-shots are interesting, to be honest. I just kind of picked it up. One shot, why not? Speaking of Dynamite, I was saying before with Shadow, The Shadow, issue number 0. This is the only Shadow. Like, they had issue 0, and then they had like issue 10, 11, 15, 17. They just kind of went all over the place, but into the teens and like 20s or whatever. So I'm like, let me just pick up issue number 0. Next up, I got King Watch number 1. Again, Dynamite. Yeah. Next up, I picked up The Authority. What is this? The Authority number 9. I have a few of this comic. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I have a few issues of this comic. It's a pretty interesting comic book from what I've seen. From when I flipped the pages, I haven't read it because I think I have like issues number 3, number 5, and like 29 or something like that. So I don't have like a continuality, if you know what I mean. Continuity. So yeah, but I want to finish that. I want to get all those issues and read them. They look pretty interesting. Next up, Ultraverse Prime. Pretty funny cover, so why not? Next up, I picked up Rip Claw number 1 from Top Cow. So yeah, again, pretty cool cover, so why not? Ragman, Cry of the Dead, also number 1. Yeah, I like picking up number 1s. I just do. I think every collector likes picking up number 1s. I know most of these number 1s go for maybe like $1, maybe $2 or whatever, or 50 cents or whatever. But I like picking up any number 1 I can, regardless of what it is. So yeah, Ragman. Next up, I picked up this is pretty interesting. I've never seen this. Rock and Roll Comics, and this one's Queen Srank. I can never pronounce this band's name. Queen Srank. I like their songs. I'll say that much. I need to listen to more of this band, but the few songs I have heard of them, I like them. I don't know if this is under Rock and Roll Comics or if this goes under Queen's Rink. I like the back, how they have like the portraits of the members. Yeah, and I know it says 99 cents, but I actually paid like maybe 50 cents. So yeah. Actually, let me check the back to see what this is actually called, to be honest. Rock and Roll Comics. Yeah. So that's what it is. Rock and Roll Comics. Yeah, so I'll probably yeah, since I don't know, I'll search up the company or the actual title of the book and see what other bands they've made it on. Maybe something like Nirvana. I don't know. Queensrÿche. How old is Queensrÿche? I can't pronounce that band for my life. I wonder how old they are, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Should I put it back in the bag? Yeah, I probably should, but the 99 just kind of annoys me. Yeah, I'll put it back. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna have to go with 80s or something like that, 80s or 90s, hopefully they've made Nirvana. What else? Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath. So yes, maybe something like that would be great. Sick. Rock and Roll Comics Queensrÿche. And then I also picked up issues number 3 and 4. Where is it? Number 3 and number 4 of Batman TMNT. Yeah, it's a crossover series with Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I picked up issue 1, and I guess I forgot to put it on my pull list, and that's why I didn't get issue 2. Yeah, that normally never happens, that I forget to put something on my pull list, but I guess I forgot, so they ran out of issue 2, and they had issues 3 and 4 on stands, and they said issues 1 and 2 sold out really quick, so they had to get second copies. So I'll probably reserve that whenever I come back, or I'll reserve it right now and then go back another day, probably next month, and then pick up my comics and whatever. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, and here we get into my pull list, more or less. So yeah, first off, I picked up 2 copies actually, and you'll probably wonder why 2 copies. It's actually of New Suicide Squad number 18. Now the reason I picked up 2 issues of it is because they had the variants cover, which I also really liked, which was for Batman v Superman, which is coming out later this month. So yeah, so here's the original cover, the original cover, and here's the variants cover. Pretty cool variant cover, if I do say so myself. I do wonder though, however, does Batman appear in this issue? Actually, I'm gonna look through it. Does Batman even appear in this issue? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't appear that Batman appears in this issue. Yeah, he's not. It's not really present. Bruce Wayne isn't really in it, so he doesn't appear. But it's still a pretty cool cover. I kind of wish it had one for Superman, even if it was for a different series. I still kind of wish it was there was one more for Superman. But yeah, rarely do I pick up two issues of the same two issues. You know, two issues of the same kind. Rarely do I do that unless it's a variant cover, and this is one of the few occasions where I do pick up a variant cover. So I really do like it. So. Yeah, now which one? I think I like this one more than the original cover, to be honest. So yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, now actually this one was on my pull list, and this one wasn't. This one was on the shelf. This one was on my pull list, and I didn't know they were gonna be making a variant one. So I saw this one, and I just let me get both. So yeah, so now we enter my pull list, starting with that one. So next up, it's I picked up Spread issue number 13. Let me fold this. Spread number 13. Pretty good comic book series as a whole. So why not? Yeah, it's on my pull list. Next up we picked up Birthrights number 14. Again, pretty good series. So why not? Oh, almost forgot about this. Let me go back a few issues. So I also picked up Suicide Squad number 17 as well. I kind of forgot about that. It's at the bottom of the stack apparently. So yeah, I picked up Suicide Squad number 18 and 17, Spread number 13, and Birthright number 14. And last but not least, The Walking Dead issues 151 and 152. So yeah, Walking Dead, my favorite comic book series of all time, as y'all know. It's also my favorite TV series of all time, as y'all know. So really happy I got these. Silence the Whispers with what's going on right now. Pretty cool cover. Sadiq and Kelly. You have Dwight, and Tara. I believe that's her name. So yeah, obviously, yeah. It's even funny how it's funny how I even get to the point that I know who a character is just by the back of their heads, or I mean, like, Dwight is pretty obvious, because he has a burn. But like the fact that I even just know her or him, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, call me a nerd, call me obsessed, whatever. Just to show you once again the little Batman v Superman's issues 2 and 3 from the cereal boxes. So yeah, it's basically my whole comic book haul. So yeah, plus some extra at the beginning. So yeah, what are your thoughts on it? Comment on that down below. Let me know. Like the video, have you gotten these little mini comic books from Cheerios or whatever? Have you gotten them? What are your thoughts on them? Comment on that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.